We got a wild story. Look out my window. Get ready. Man. It's like 50 degrees the past 2 days, and now it's freezing, dude. But that's December. Whew. This was crazy, guys. I just got a call from my grandpa, like, not even 5 minutes ago, telling me this story. So, just gonna wait a little bit, let some people get in here, and then I'll tell it. But this is a good one. This is a good one. And I wasn't expecting to do this, but if you get a call that something wild happens, you best believe that I'm gonna tell that story time. So, yeah. Let me at least just wait for one person. One person comes in, then I'll start the story. That seems fair. Because I'm not going to just tell the story to myself, dude. That's no fun. But maybe it is. What should I talk about in the meantime? The Bears. That's what I'll talk about. The Bears have been pissing me off, man. I can't lie to you. So first of all, right, I know all the fans, all the sports fans think if I ran the team, things would go a lot better. But let me tell you something, okay, about these Chicago Bears. We traded away Justin Fields to bring in Caleb Williams, and we still suck, right? Who could have seen that coming? We needed an offensive line. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is, we need an offensive line. We could have kept Fields, traded the pick away, just like with Carolina, got a whole new offensive line, and then been in the same position this year, next year, you know what I mean? Just like how we fleeced the Panthers, we could fleece another team, then another team, then another team. But nope, no one wants to do that. Nope, we just want to lose because we're the Bears. But that's what the Bears do, man. They just suck. You think they're doing good, and then they suck. I mean, how do you start 4-2, 4-2, and then you lose 7 games in a row and go 4-9? That's wild. That's wild, but it's fine. I'm used to heartbreak. I watch the Bears. Do you think I expect to be happy? Nope. I expect to be sad. But all right, there's one person in here. Let's start this story time. All right. Let me light up the blunt, and then we'll get started. I rolled a nice fat one, but I didn't do very well at the ends because it keeps falling out, dude. But what are you gonna do? I've only known how to roll for like a year. Give me a break. All right. YouTube, I am 21. Not everybody thinks that. I know I look young. I am 21. My birthday was in September. Go check it. Anyways, we're going to start this story because I know people can watch lives later. So if you're still watching, 3 minutes in, I haven't started, let me start this story. So, you know me. I'm just chilling, and I get back here after seeing the dog, and I do my story time, right? Today's story time was getting finessed by some baddies, right? If you haven't seen that, check it out because it's a good one, okay? True story. I mean, so are all of them, but what are you gonna do? Anyways, I finish my story time, right? I go inside, I edit it a little bit, make my shorts, and I post my video, right? It's already out. You can go watch it now. So, I finished that, and I decided, hey, I might do a live, or I might just sit in my car and smoke. So I come out here with the blunt, right? I got my phone, and I start smoking, and I was about to start smoking, right? And I get a call from my grandpa. Now, family members, my grandpa's my, favorite one, dude. I love him. He's the best. He's awesome, right? My close family members, like my sister, my mom, obviously, they come first. But my grandpa, love that dude, right? He calls me, okay? And he's supposed to be getting surgery today, out of all things, right? The guy's like 70 years old. He's supposed to be getting surgery today. And he calls me like 5 minutes ago, and he goes, "Yo, Trent, I just saved someone's life." And I was like, "What do you mean you saved someone's life?" He goes, "Before surgery, I decided to stop at the gym and play pickleball." I don't even know what pickleball is, right? I've heard about it in gym class, but I never played that, right? So he says he's played pickleball, and he said there's this guy that he's teammates with, like, anytime they're both at the gym together, they're gonna be teammates, right? He said this dude's cool. I don't know his name, though. So he's playing with this guy, and they're playing against 2 girls, okay? The first game they win, they were losing like 6-1, and then they came back and won 11-6. That's what he told me. I was like, that's cool. Well, the next game they switch. So now it's my grandpa and one of the girls on the team, right? One court over to him, so like maybe 10 feet to his right, is the dude who he's usually teammates with, okay? The guy he just won with. He said that he's playing pickleball, you know, I know there's a racket, so he's using a racket, he's playing pickleball. All of a sudden, thud. The dude next to him fucking drops, like just falls, right? Like loud thud, hits his head on the ground and starts shaking, right? I've had a seizure before, that's probably what was happening. He starts seizing up, right? So my grandpa said the girl on his team runs over to him and starts trying to give him CPR. My grandpa, who is about to get knee surgery, his knee's all torn up, right? Like think about like the NFL dudes, the ACLs and stuff, that's like my grandpa, his knee's fucked. He runs, full sprints to his phone, dude, and because he's old, he's got real stretchy skin, he goes to type in 911 and he puts in 411, and then he deletes it and he puts in 914. He said he was panicking, right? So he puts in 911, and he calls an ambulance, right? And he looks back at the dude, and now he's completely stiff as a board, and he said he went over and touched him and he was cold. You don't want to hear that, right? So this dude is like dying on the ground at the gym. My grandpa's talking to the 911 people, and they're at a pretty populated gym with a firehouse like I don't know, 5 minutes away. And he said he stood there for like 20 minutes and no paramedics were showing up. Everybody's panicking. The entire gym staff is trying to help this guy with they're doing CPR. They had the defibrillator out, and he's telling me all this like 2 minutes ago, dude. So he's telling me this, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go live. I gotta tell people about this, right? So as he's standing at the front door of the gym, right, looking for the ambulance. He's yelling in the phone. He's like, this dude's fucking dying. You guys need to hurry up and get here. This is ridiculous, right? Ambulance pulls up, and they come in, they help the guy, they save his life, right? Because the guy was stiff, not moving, freezing, and then boom, he's good, right? He just couldn't see very well. His vision was blurry. But hey, if you like pass out and shit, I fainted a lot. I'm sure your eyes are blurry when you wake up, I don't know. But he said afterwards, one of the girls, the girl that gave him CPR, right, she had braces, so she cut the dude's lip. This guy passes out and wakes up with a giant cut on his lip. And she saved his life too, but she cut his lip with the braces. That's kind of funny. Anyways, let me hit this and then I'll continue. So after, you know, the guy's okay, the paramedics, all these people come in, the cops too, and they start talking to my grandpa, they start talking to the two girls, right? And they're talking to them about, you know, this is a traumatic thing to see. Do you guys need to talk to somebody? Do you need, what do you need? Like, how can we help you? And the girls wanted to talk to somebody, which is understandable. I've seen people die, right? It's not nice. You don't want to see that. I mean, that guy didn't die, but still, he almost did. You don't want to watch that. So I get it. They want to talk to somebody. That's cool. They asked my grandpa, right? And I asked him what he said. I'm like, what did you say when they asked if you needed anything? He goes, all I need is a beer, a cigar, and a treadmill. And he said he went upstairs and ran 20 minutes on the treadmill because he wanted to be a little more healthy after seeing that. And then now he's going to his knee surgery. And then he said, I'll call you after that. Maybe we can get some food. Like, are you kidding me? Who does that, dude? If I had knee surgery, the last thing I'm going to do is playing pickleball. And then if some guy collapses next to me, listen, I know you gotta help, but like, goddamn, dude, that is a day. That is a day. I feel accomplished if I go to like the nicotine vape shop and the dispensary in one day. And this dude's saving people's lives, getting surgery, and then he's calling me and laughing about it. He's like, yeah, you know, just living the life. Like, goddamn, dude, imagine that. Like, that's horrifying. I'm trying to think. I've never saved a person's life. I saved a dog's life. When I was like 5-6 years old, my grandpa, again, he had a bunch of his friends over, right, from this old neighborhood they lived in. There was like 10 of them there. There was a bunch of people. And they had this little white fluffy dog. I don't know what they're called, but it wasn't a poodle. It was like fluffy. It was bigger than a poodle, but it was still small, right? Small little white dog. And everybody's in the pool area. It's fenced in. They're just sitting there. I'm like 6 years old. I'm a little ass kid. I got all my clothes on, okay? Just keep that in mind. I had all my clothes on. This dog falls in the water, and not a single person, yo, what's up? What's up, Stealth? What's up, bro? Anyways, yeah, the dog falls in the water. None of the adults are looking. Like, the dog's like yapping. The dog's like, doggy paddling, right? I'm like, fuck it. I'm about to be a hero. 6-year-old Trent. I jump in the pool, all my clothes on, right? That made the adults look. Then they come over. I pick up the dog. The dog's like, it was starting to go underwater. He was doggy paddling, but it's small. So it was like the Titanic, dude. The dog just tipped and started going under. I pick up the dog, and I couldn't even swim yet. I was like 6 years old. So once I pick up the dog, then I'm like doggy paddling. My grandpa pulls me out. Boom. Saved a dog's life. But not as cool as him like today. I didn't save a dude's life. So, what are you going to do? But I will, you know what? Playing Fortnite, they call me designated healer. I heal all my friends, so I don't see the problem. I'll save lives in a game, out of game. It doesn't matter. This thing is fat. I rolled 3 bloods 2 days ago, I think. 2 of them skinny as hell. Probably not even a gram. This one's like 2 grams, maybe a little more. It's thick, dude. We're not even halfway. It's just hucking. But what are you gonna do? You gotta be. Anytime I'm smoking, I'm like, ooh, this is strong. You know what I think of? I think of like fucking Snoop Dogg or Wiz Khalifa, and I'm like, think about if you were smoking right now. Would you tap out? Would you be a bitch? No, you can't be. You can't be. But yeah, that's the wild story I got told, which is wild. I mean, plus, is that good for you mentally before surgery? I mean, be honest. No matter what surgery it is. Like, if you're about to go get surgery and you see a guy almost die, that would freak me out. If I'm about to be put on the like, anesthesia, is that what it's called? You know what I'm talking about? If I'm about to get put on the stuff to make me fall asleep and I just saw a guy almost die, that's going to freak me out, man. I'm going to start thinking, like, how many bottles of water did I have today? Did I have enough? Am I going to, like, start shaking while I'm under? Sorry, not funny. But besides that, I don't have too much to talk about, so what are you guys up to? How's your days going? Any questions, or I don't really know. I'm just prolonging this so I can finish the blunt. I'm not going to put the blunt out. Who would do that? That's a party foul. That's a party foul. That's like dropping the blunt. You guys remember that? That used to be a thing at parties. If you drop the blunt, it means your girl's getting fucked. Who said that? Who made that up? Whoever made that up is a menace, because that's wild. There's some crazy sayings, and that's one of them. I remember the first time someone said it to me. I was like, what? I was like, you're going to do what to my girl? I don't even have a girl. And they were like, nah, bro, that's what happens when you drop the blunt. That's a party foul. I was like, my bad. I'm kind of babying it, talking too much. God damn, I'm getting Scoobies. Hate those. But you know what's nice about smoking alone? It's not wet. When I smoke blunts alone, this thing tip stays dry, baby. I know that sounds bad. Pause, okay? Pause. Fucking go back a few seconds. But it's true. When I smoke with anybody else, dude, it doesn't matter who it is. When I get this hand back to me, this thing is soaking wet. I can't stand that. It's disgusting. It's like a pixie stick. You guys ever use pixie sticks, little sugar sticks, dude? If you got like those wet while you were eating them as a kid, you couldn't get the sugar out. They would just close up. So that's like a blunt. Don't get the blunts wet. Don't do that. I understand people want to lick their lips and shit. Well, wipe it off, Your dog licks you. You're not going to wipe your face afterwards. You know what I mean? Shit, man. So, one other thing. This isn't really important, though, but speaking of my grandpa, I'm in a bowling league with him, and he's good, and I'm not, right? And I used to be good. We've been in 3 leagues now in my life. We've been in 3 leagues. Every time we do one, I just get worse and worse and worse and worse. And I don't know how to feel about it, because we go to these leagues, right? And every single person has one of those fancy balls. Like Wii Sports, when you get over 1,000, you get the fancy ball. Everybody has their own custom ball. I don't. I use the house ball, right? And everybody's doing so good, and I don't. And then I'm standing there, and you know what I do? You know how I feel better? I go to the bathroom, and I get fucking stoned. And I come back and just rip it. I just throw it as hard as I can. And everybody's looking at me like, what is this kid doing? I'm getting strikes, that's what we're doing. Oh no. This thing's coming unraveled. That's horrible. No, it's not. We're gonna save it. That's what we do. No blunt left behind. I also think about Joey Diaz, but I think about the weedage, right? He would never quit. He's the reason I'll hit my pen on a plane. Joey Diaz, right? He rips his pen on a plane, and he said, right? I don't really agree with this, but I think it's funny. He said, They took away our smoking liberties. If I want to smoke a cigarette after eating a meal, or if I want to smoke a cigarette on a plane, they should have a section for me to do that. Now, I don't know about an airplane, right? But for the restaurant, I get it. Let the guy smoke. So, that dude, if you don't know who Joey D is, that dude's a beast. You gotta listen to that guy. He's like 60, but he's funny as hell. He found his mom. I think that, yeah, that's the first thing I ever heard about Joey Diaz, was that he found his mom while he was tripping. Dude, that's wild. I just told an acid story the other day. If I was tripping and found someone dead, could you imagine that? Jesus, that would be like the worst bad trip of all time. That's already a bad trip if you're sober. God damn, do you hear these birds, dude? I don't know where they're at. It's the fucking middle of winter. There's no trees next to me. I mean, there's one, but there's no birds on it. These little guys are going fucking nuts. Who knows? Anyways, I'm almost done with this thing, so I'll probably wrap up the live, but thank you for watching. The one person that stayed in here, you're a G, okay? I want you to know that. I appreciate you. If I knew who you were right now, if you were standing here, I'd dab you up. I'd be like, you're cool. Probably hand you the blunt. Be like, you can finish this, because that's cool. That's cool of you. The other thing that sucks, I don't know if you guys realize this. For me, when it's summer, dude, I feel like I get gas like maybe once every 2 weeks, and then when it's winter, I feel like I'm getting gas every single day. That's what it feels like, and gas takes forever, dude. Do you guys sit in your car while you pump gas, or do you stand outside, dude? Because I like to try to stand outside to like be a man, you know? I think about guys in like the 1800s, and like I just think about people like doing crazy shit, like veterans, or I think about people like building railroads, and I'm like, dude, you can stand outside and pump your gas. You don't need to sit in your car. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just setting myself up for no reason. Dude, this thing, I left this blunt for like 2 days, so it's dry as hell, and look at the end of it. It's all crispy. It's falling apart. I keep getting little pieces in my lip. Yo, what's G? What's up? Music and whatever? Who's your favorite music artist? Yeah, gotta stand outside the car. Yes, sir, dude. You can't be a bitch, you know what I'm saying? You gotta lock in. You gotta be like, yo, people died, you know? People died for us to be a free country. I can stand outside and pump my gas. You know those memes where it's like, I would bleed out here? Or you know what I'm talking about? When it's like some fancy lookout and it's like snowy and it's like, I wouldn't mind bleeding out here with a bottle or whatever it is. Dude, you can pump your gas outside. One time I was smoking with this girl in a shed. She had a smoking shed, and she wasn't my girl or anything. She was actually, my friend was trying to get with her, and he invited me to come with. We went into her shed in the backyard, dude, and it was cool. She had a couch, she had a bunch of blankets and stuff. She was like a hippie girl, and she was kind of cute. So like, hey, that's cool with me, right? But we go in there, dude, and I'm not a fan of bugs. Like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I'll kill them. I don't like bugs. And dude, I'm sitting there, and I'll read that in 1 second, my bad. I'm sitting there, and there's spiders all over the wall. And she's like, these are my little friends. I was like, are you shitting me? These are not our little friends. Like, I am not smoking with a bunch of spiders. I left, because I'm not doing that. I'll read your comment now, my bad. Where is it? Oh, okay. Hey, I appreciate that, and I'm sorry that your year has been shitty. Things have been shitty for you. That's sucky. I'm sorry. I just got real stoned, so I don't have any deep things to say right now. But I appreciate that. I felt horrible yesterday, and people, a bunch of you guys, and a bunch of random people kept saying nice things. So I appreciate that. You know, because some people, if I tell some of my friends, and I'm like, yo, I don't feel too good, some of them are real nice. One of my friends hit me up yesterday. It's like, are you good? But some of them are going to be like, dude, don't be a bitch. Come on. There's worse things going on. It's like, yeah. But I'm glad you're doing better, and I think things will turn around. Things always feel better when you got a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Can't be sad when you're smoking. But I could be upset about the smoke going in my fucking eyes. Alright. 5 people in here? Yo, that's the most. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I know a lot of you just came in here. Now I'm dipping. Well, love your story times, bro. Always watch them late at night while I'm working. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's why I make them. That's why I make them. Dude, when I was working, you know what I did? All I would do is listen to Goblin and Dope is Yola. I'd listen to the Dope is Yola podcast all the time when I was a delivery driver. I'd listen to that shit religiously. And then as soon as I'd get off work, I would smoke. Or I would just go, honestly, when I worked at Jimmy John's, dude, there was a lot of times where if I had enough tips to buy a cart, like if I was good for the night, I'd go park somewhere and act like I had a super long delivery and just smoke. I would just sit there and smoke and listen to the Dope is Yola podcast. But in reality, I should have been working. But what are you going to do? Fuck it, bro. Love your vids. I watch your stories during my lunch breaks daily. Yo, this is awesome, dude. This is awesome. You guys are awesome. I feel like we're old friends when I'm listening. Always good vibes. Yes, sir. Well, we are. We're all friends, dude. I got like 3 close homies, you know, in this town by me. But besides that, you guys are all my friends, man. I stay inside. I hang out. You guys are awesome. I'd listen to my own videos with you. You know what I mean? If I wasn't the person making them. But yeah, I got to put this thing out. I need my other hand for it. So thank you guys. Appreciate all the support. First live went pretty well. First live in a while. The last time I did a live, my hair was like not even coming out of the hat. So it's been a while, but I'll do more lives. We'll get some better stuff going. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And when I figure out how to end this, that'll be the end. So hope you guys have a good rest of your day / night. 1 second, watch. You guys can watch me fail at this. Oh yeah, I got it. Peace out. Thanks for watching.